Hey everyone. I've been doing some more reading in that little booklet I found. It's the only thing I seem to be able to do these days, is reading it. Whenever I try to play a video game, it shuts down on itself. Movies don't interest me, and I get angry about the smallest things, and I don't know why. But I've decided that I'll read some more stories to you guys, just to get it out of the way, get it off my mind, really. Okay. Calgary's Gideon Keys, number 7, the beach. There is a beach within the city. To find it, step into any elevator and go to the top floor. Press every button in ascending order, including the close and open door buttons. Instead of opening onto the next highest floor, the elevator will open into a small cottage. The door of the vacant cottage will open onto the beach. The beach is warm and apparently temperate, shockingly beautiful at every hour, but blood and some sticky black substance will color the white sand in long streaks. The beach is bordered on one side by an impossibly thick forest. Entering this forest will make your life forfeit. At sunset and sunrise, a group of men dressed in the traditional clothing of different religions, most prominently Ashkenazi, rabbis and Protestant ministers, will emerge from this forest and search the beach in silence, sifting through the sand as penance for their lives of deception. These figures will be so taken with their work that they will refuse to talk to you, only muttering searching, must keep searching in their native tongue. Total darkness and proper sunlight burn these poor souls, so they must return to the forest. Otherwise you'll be alone on the beach. The water stretches as possibly far as possible, as far as the eye can see and further still, wider and higher than the ocean and far stiller. This water will soothe you as you gaze upon it, but never let it lull you to sleep outside of the cottage. The men in the forest may find what they're searching for within you. Number 8. The Antique Shop. Somewhere in the northeast, although there are conflicting reports of its location, there's a small antique shop called Edson's Antiques and Importing. By the look of it, the store's been closed for decades, and for good reasons, not the least of which is that it opens onto an alley instead of onto the street. The merchandise inside can be seen through the murky glass, but you can usually make out the window display. The display, despite the fact that no one really knows how to get into the building since the doors are apparently rusted shut, changes from day to day. A stuffed bear's head might show up on Monday and be gone on Friday, replaced with a large antique samovar. The floor beneath this merchandise is covered with newspapers written in a language that no human being has ever spoken or read. And the pictures, well, let's just say that you'll be amazed what you can fit in a samovar. Number 9. I think this is one of the last ones I'll do today. Maybe I'll go to 10, but I'm not sure. Number 10. The Yellow Room. There is a wall in the basement of the restaurant called Teatro that is, despite all attempts to paint it, another shade, a sickly shade of yellow. The owner conceals the wall by putting a mirror and a couch up against it. However, if you remove both the couch and the mirror, you'll discover the wall's pale yellow tone. This is of no consequence. However, if you have come unequipped, in order to make use of Phenomenon 9, you will need a small jar of hazelnut oil. Paint the outline of the door on the wall using the oil, and then push. The door you've drawn will open inward into a room with walls made from stucco that's been painted the same sickly yellow as the wall you pass through. The room appears to be a spartanly furnished study, with furniture that puts you in mind of the South Sea Islands. On the desk you will find numerous papers written on the letterhead of the Dominion Bank, dated 1912. The papers predict every financial crash worldwide from 1912 until 20 years from now, when the predictions abruptly stop mid-sentence. And I have a little piece of the newspaper here. Dr. J's notes. Clearly there is some relation between the South Sea Islands, more commonly referred to as Polynesia, Micronesia, and Melanesia, or the islands of the South Pacific, and the Dominion Bank. The Dominion Bank, as it appears above in the architect's rendering, still exists to this day in the city of Calgary. Urban explorer and acolyte Kirate notes that he visited the teatro but was unable to locate the yellow room. And then there are some pictures. An architect's rendering of the Calgary Dominion Bank. Looks the same. The Dominion Bank is the restaurant. Nothing else. Just that it stops. Right there. Okay. I think I can do one more. The Salon. There is a salon in Inglewood that seems perpetually frozen in the late 70s. The decor, the clothing of the hairdressers, and even the equipment and magazines seem to come to a stop around 1978. If you go there during the day, the able stylists will be able to provide you with a deftly executed, if extremely dated haircut for a price that is equally as deflated and out of place. However, if you return during the night, the salon's true area of expertise will become apparent. Entering the shop after sunset, even if you just exited it, will reveal a shocking transformation. Now, as before, the store will be furnished and appointed as though it were the late 70s, but the decades between then and now will become visible. Everything is aged and cracked, as if it's been left to the elements. Most shocking of all, the bottles of hair products and comb sanitizer have been replaced with row on row on row of murky jars, containing vague, fleshy shapes. One of the stylists will remain, and she will offer you a shave and a haircut. Whatever you do, refuse the shave, lest you be left faceless. Instead, ask the stylist to pick something that suits you and sit in one of the chairs. She will cut off your face with a straight razor. But the process will be strangely bloodless and you will feel nothing. Oh, thank God for that. Your vision will fade to black for a time, and when it returns, one of the faces from the jars will have been seamlessly transplanted. Your features will in every aspect be identical to whoever the face belonged to before. The stylist stole it, and over time your body will change to resemble theirs as well. If you must vanish, this is how you do it. But be warned, you can never get your own face back. And the friends and enemies of the face's owner will mistake you for them forever. Right. I'm done with that. I'll go to bed now. What the hell was that?